கேக்குதா? ஓகே. ஆடியோ ஏதோ வருது.
Hello, hello, check.
இது என்னோட issue.
warm good morning to all dignitaries, guests, delegates, staffs, and students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the National Institute of Ocean Technology for the inaugural ceremony of pilot scale seed stocking and deployment of 3D printed artificial reef at Chidia Tapu on the occasion of World Environment Day 2026. Thank you all for joining us today. On the dais, please join me in extending a warm welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar Administration. Welcome, sir. Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director, NIOT. Shrimati Pallavi Sarkar, IAS Secretary, Fisheries. Dr. S. Dinesh Kannan, CCF, IFS, DOEF. Dr. B.K. Jana, Deputy Director, NIOT. Dr. Sandeep Mukhopadhyay, Program Director, MOES. Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director, MLR, NIOT. Before we commence this event, I humbly request Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director, NIOT, to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, by presenting a bouquet and shawl. I request everyone to raise for invocation. Thank you all. Before we proceed, let us invoke the light of knowledge. The gentle flame of lamp symbolizes wisdom, hope, and the guiding light that leads it from darkness towards understanding. I request our esteemed dignitaries to light the specious lamp to embark on today's proceeding. We are truly honored by the presence of our distinguished guests, officials, scientists, students from JNRM, scholars from Pondicherry University, and beneficiaries. This program reflects our collective commitments towards protecting marine ecosystem, enhancing fisheries resources, and promoting sustainable environment practice for our future generation. With a short note, I would like to invite Dr. B.K. Jana, Deputy Director, NIOT, to welcome the gathering.
Distinguished dignitaries and esteemed guests, colleagues, students, and participants. Good morning to all of you, and a warm welcome to all on this occasion of the World Environmental Day 2026. On behalf of the Director NIOT and the Atal Center for Ocean Science and Technology for the island, that is Equesti, I extend my sincere gratitude to all the dignitaries and participants for joining us on this special occasion. As you know, the National Institute of Ocean Technology under the Ministry of Earth Sciences, Government of India, is dedicated to developing indigenous technology for the sustainable exploration and utilization of the ocean resources within India's exclusive economic zone. Through its activities in the ocean observation, marine biotechnology, and deep sea technology, ocean energy, coastal and environmental engineering, NIOT contributes significantly to sustainable ocean development and nation building activities. In the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, NIOT Equesti serves as a major hub for the research and technology development, and the field level implementation at all the requirement at Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The center actively supports the Andaman Nicobar administration through the programs in the open sea cage culture, marine biotechnology, seawater quality monitoring, environmental impact assessment studies, ecosystem conservation and ocean engineering, coastal and environmental engineering supports which is required for this administration, with a focus on the sustainable livelihood and environmental protection. Over the past few years, NIOT has successfully demonstrated advanced mariculture technology, including submergible cages, automated feeding system, and biomass estimation system, etc., which enhance the fish production while minimizing the environmental impact. In collaboration with IIT Guwahati, NIOT has also initiated the 3D printed Artificial Reef program, an innovative efforts to restore the marine habitats, enhance the biodiversity, and strengthen the coastal ecosystem resilience. Today's program marks another important milestone, the pilot scale seed stocking of Asian sea bass and development of 3D printed artificial reef at Chidiatapu reflects our commitment to the sustainable fisheries, marine ecosystem restoration, and science-based solution for island developments. These initiatives will contribute to the biodiversity enhancement, habitat restoration, fisheries improvement, and long-term environmental sustainability. It is my great honor to warmly welcome our chief guest, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS, Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, and we are deeply grateful for his gracious presence and continued support towards the scientific and sustainable development initiative in this island. I warmly welcome Srimati Pallavi Sarkar, IAS Secretary Fishery, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, for her continued encouragement towards the fishery development and scientific advancement in this island. I also extended my warm welcome to Dinesh Anand, IFS, Chief Conservator of Forest and Wildlife, whose efforts in environmental protection and ecosystem conservation are invaluable. I warmly welcome Srimati Jagtap Kalyani Rajendra, Director of Fishery, for her continued support in promoting sustainable fishery and community-based mariculture programs. I extend a cordial welcome to Dr. Sandeep Mukhopadhyay, my colleagues and Program Director at Ministry of Earth Sciences, New Delhi, for his valuable guidance and support towards marine technology and ocean science programs. It is a privilege to welcome our Director, Dr. Balaji Ramakrishnan, whose visionary and leaderships and unwavering commitments and support have been instrumental in advancing these initiatives. I sincerely welcome Dr. G. Dharani, Group Director MBT, and who is the head of this institute also, who is instrumental in this implementing this program of MBT through Aquasti at Andaman and Nicobar Islands. I am pleased to welcome Dr. Biranchi Panda, Assistant Professor IIT Guwahati, whose collaboration has been instrumental in successful implementation of 3D printed artificial reef programs at CDI Tapu. I also extend my warm greetings to officials from the Fishery Department, Forest Department, other government agency, scientists from NIOT as well as the Aquasti, and beneficiaries, students of JNRM College, and the staff of all our NIOT staffs whose participation make this program meaningful and successful. With these words, I once again extend a heartfelt welcome to all of you and wish this program a great success. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
On the occasion of World Environment Day, the National Institute of Ocean Technology is taking a significant steps towards marine ecosystem restoring by deploying 3D printed artificial reef at Chidiya Tapu. This project aims to create sustainable habits for marine life, support fish stock enhancement, and strengthen the ecological health of our coastal water. With much pleasure, may I kindly request our chief guest, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, to release the video of pilot scale seed stocking.
The journey of open sea cage culture begins on land. At the Atal Center for Ocean Science and Technology for Islands, cage materials are carefully loaded and transported to the coast at Chidiya Tapu. Here, the heavy fabrication takes shape. Using a specialized butt welding machine, thick 200 and 110 millimeter pipes are fused together, forming the sturdy backbone of our cages. Precision is key to surviving the rough open ocean. The pipes are securely fastened to heavy-duty brackets, and safety handrails are welded in place. To achieve the perfect circular shape, pipes are meticulously bent and reinforced with welds. Finally, stoppers are locked into the brackets, ensuring the structure remains entirely stable and rigid against the currents. After rigorous assembly, the massive 10-meter diameter HDPE cages are ready. With a coordinated effort, the floating structures are pushed into the water, ready to be towed to their designated ocean site. But a cage is only as strong as its mooring. Anchors and ropes are loaded and taken offshore. A robust subsea grid is established to secure the farm. Heavy anchors are assembled with chains and ropes joined tightly with D-shackles for maximum holding power. Surface buoys are deployed to mark the grid, and the entire mooring system is deployed, creating a safe, stable foundation in the open sea. With the grid secured, the cages are positioned. The 8mm grow-out nets are transported and carefully attached to the HDPE frames. The cages are now fully enclosed and ready. Inside, a secondary layer of protection is prepared, the nursery huppa nets. These fine meshed nursery nets are carefully installed, creating a safe, predator-free microenvironment for the delicate juvenile fish. Now comes the most crucial phase, bringing the farm to life. Fish seed is carefully transported from the hatchery to the seaside. Before release, the seed undergoes a vital acclimatization process, gradually adjusting to the open ocean temperature and water quality to minimize stress. Finally, the seed is gently released into the nursery cages. From the welding of heavy pipes to the delicate stocking of life, the open sea cage farm is now fully operational, paving the way for sustainable ocean farming.
Now I request our chief guest, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS Chief Secretary, and Dr. Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director NIOT, and dignitaries to distribute the seed to beneficiaries. Yes. I request our chief guest and other dignitaries to release the sea area leasing for seaweed cultivation to beneficiaries. Simultaneously, the Department of Fisheries, in collaboration with NIOT, has also initiated to step the promoting seaweed cultivation in the island. Application were invited to the evaluate. In the result, two beneficiary has been selected for seaweed cultivation. Srimati Arnav Kumar Banerjee, Chidiya Tapu 5 hectares. Srimati Gonika Supriya, Chidiya Tapu 2.67 hectares. I request our chief guest, Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS, Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar Admission, to share a few words with us.
Very good morning to all of you, and happy Environment Day today. We are having celebration all across the country. Professor Balaji and his very dedicated team from NIOT, my colleagues from the administration, friends from colleges, schools who are gathered here. It's a very interesting and very innovative exercise which is happening in our islands related to diversification of marine ecosystem which can be sustainably harnessed by our citizen here. We have heard a lot about the potential in fisheries. Everybody will tell you anywhere in the world or in the country that, oh, you have huge potential of fisheries. But have we been able to harness it? That is the question. What kind of exercises we have been undertaking to do this work? Fishery department has come out with lot of innovative things, diversification in this particular sector, and for that purpose the engagement with NIOT has been very, very critical. I remember we were working on seaweed, this particular sea culture. Lot of other activities also are planned, and administration has already lined up a lot of notifications, tender process related to utilization of this resource which we are having in abundance. Any activity, this is called pilot activity kind of thing. The challenge is always going to be how to scale it. Because it's very easy to pilot any kind of exercise anywhere. Piloting is very easy, but the moment you want to scale it, that more and more people are going to engage in that particular exercise. How do you do that? What kind of processing facilities we are going to create? What kind of marketing network is going to be introduced? So these are the challenges which are going to be handled by the department, and they must plan much in advance to ensure that it becomes a kind of profitable exercise for all the people who are participating in this particular endeavor. We are living in logistically challenging location, but if we plan well, then it is possible to get maximum benefit from all these kind of intervention. Recently, 6 months back, Government of India has already issued guideline for deep sea fishing. Now that under that particular guidelines, I think the access passes have been issued. So all those institutional measures are going to be put in place. But again, if you have too many fishes, how are you going to market it? In what manner you are going to process the catch which you are going to have? Now, all these things have to be worked upon by the department in consultation with the stakeholders. I would also like to suggest that we need to engage with some management institutes on marketing area, that how do you market all these things. Of course, MPEDA is going to be partnering on these things. Also, in Andaman Nicobar Islands, we have a large number of central institutions. Recently, we came across one particular institution near Chudia Tapu area, which is engaged in fishery activity. Now, that organization, NIOT, and there are other institutions. Are they working in silos, or are we having a very clear-cut periodic engagement that what are you doing, what we are doing? Can we have kind of some kind of platform where we maximize the benefits, maximize the interventions done by different organizations? Now, fishery department will have to work on that to create the platform where all the expert, or you can say the specialized institutions like NIOT and CARI and all other institutions who are working on this particular sector, and also the college, like whatever we have, like JNRM college, where we'll be having a zoology department kind of thing, or environmental science department. Let them become partner in this particular process, so that more and more children get aware of the whole thing. So more exposure, more learning is going to make them much more informed citizen, entrepreneur in future, because all these things have to be worked upon regularly, consistently, and young citizen who are present here today, you are going to our future entrepreneurs in this particular sector. So you need to learn it. Others on your behalf should not learn it. You should learn it. You should know how it is done. What are the challenges associated with this kind of issue? You guide us that, okay, this is the location where we require some kind of amendment, modification in rule, modification in guidelines, modification in some kind of processes to make it easier, to make it profitable, so that all of us are working for common public good. And that will happen only when all of us are on the same page. And this is very important, and that's why the engagement with younger children is going to be the key to our success in future, because this is not a 1 year, 2 year or 5 year plan. This is going to be 20 year, 30 year. We are looking at Vikshit Bharat 2047. So we are in 2026. So we have these many years, and I am very sure if we are going to utilize the full potential of all these interventions, there is no way that we are left behind. We are going to be Viksit in all spheres of life. And that will happen only when all of us join our hand together and realize the potential of this particular intervention and similar interventions. And it's not only the institute which knows. We are very happy that we have IIT Guwahati partnering on this kind of exercise. We require expert institutions, but at the end of the day, the knowledge must be diffused at the household level, at the school level, college level, that how to do it. It should not be that technical that people feel handicapped, that, oh, okay, how to do it. We don't have technology. We don't have technical people. So then, otherwise, again, the same thing will be. We will be remaining independent, dependent on others. We will not be independent. So the idea is to learn the technique. I will also request fishery department to think about some kind of a skill module on these kind of issues, so that we just launched Dakshata, and a lot of schools and colleges, we have number of programs in that particular category. Why we should not having this open sea cage culture as a skill initiative also, so that younger children, they are getting exposed to the all the nitty gritty of this whole thing. Similar kind of seaweed, we are looking at fish processing industries. So this kind of a skilling is very important. I would like to request the secretary that please tie up with NIOT, design some kind of module, say 1 week module kind of thing, and invite our college students, senior higher secondary students. Let them learn, let them know, also the self-help groups who are dealing with this kind of issues. So please structure the program for skill development, skill upgradation also. Few of them will be knowing what to do and something like that. But modern technology is very evolving. Every day it is changing. So the idea is that the department must steer some kind of a skill development initiative program on these issues, which is going to benefit our children in long run. And it should be done every year kind of thing and on regular basis. So knowing all these things may not lead to you some kind of job, but you can become more assured in terms of entrepreneurship and some kind of knowledge related to the sector, which is very important, because if we are living in Andaman Nicobar Islands, we must know our marine diversity and how to harness that to its maximum potential. I compliment NIOT for organizing this program, releasing this demonstration video. I hope that this demonstration video is going to be shared with all the panchayats, all the self-help groups, and also the kind of what to do, FAQs related to this whole program must be developed and shared across all the schools, all the fishermen who are involved in this particular activities for centuries. I wish all the success for these kind of initiative. I also congratulate all the children who have won some kind of awards also and basically participated in the process. So I compliment all of you, because this is going to make you much informed citizen. You can question us that, okay, this is the area we should be working, or we should be helping you. So more you are aware, more you have the power to question to our system. It is very important, because we are elders. We have crossed that path. So younger children should become more empowered to question us that, okay, we require this kind of intervention. We require this kind of initiative. So I am very happy that all of you are here, and I am very sure that this kind of engagement is going to be continued, which is going to be immensely beneficial to our islands and then our country, of course. And we must utilize the full potential of fishery sector in our country, and for that, this kind of engagement is going to be the key. I wish a great success for all the participants, and it's a good rainy time. I hope we have lesser pressure on water now. We are going to have much better water supply, because Danikhadi Dam would have gone up, so we will be able to supply more water and lesser curtailment in water supply. We hope so. So we are dependent on nature. It is our job to preserve the nature, utilize that in sustainable manner, and we wish all the best to all of you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. On the occasion of World Environment Day, a competition was conducted for students on the topic Innovative Technology Idea, and the ideas were assessed by the jury comprised Dr. B.K. Jana sir, Dr. G. Dharni sir, and Dr. Sandeep Mukhopadhyay sir to select the best idea. In this regards, it's time to announce the winners for the competition. I request our chief guest, director, and other dignitaries to distribute the winners for the prize. The consolation prize goes to Hamida Mubstaz and Grishma GD. The third prize goes to Bala Lakshmi. Second prize goes to Priyanka R. And the first prize goes to Rehna Rahmat M. Thank you, students, for participation. I request our Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director NIOT, to felicitate Dr. Chandrabhushan Kumar, IAS, Chief Secretary, Andaman and Nicobar Administration, with a memento. May I now request Mrs. Jagtap Kalyani Rajendran, DANIX Director Fisheries, to welcome Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director NIOT, with a bouquet. May I now request Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT, to welcome Shrimati Pallavi Sarkar, IAS Secretary Fisheries, with a bouquet. May I please request Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT, to welcome Dr. Dinesh Kannan, IFS DOEF, with bouquet. May I request Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT, to welcome Dr. B.K. Jana, Deputy Director NIOT. I request Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR, to welcome Dr. Sandeep Mukhopadhyay, Program Director MOES, with bouquet. May I please request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to welcome Dr. Biranji Panda, Assistant Professor, IIT Guwahati, with bouquet. May I please request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to welcome Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT. Once again, I request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to welcome Mrs. Jagtap Kalyani Rajendran, DANIX Director Fisheries. Now I like to call Dr. Biranji Panda, Assistant Professor, IIT Guwahati, to brief about 3D printed artificial reef.
Yeah, so, respected dignitaries, my dear colleagues, students, participants, very good morning to all of you, and World Happy Environmental Day. So, I'm Biranji Panda, faculty from Mechanical Engineering Department, IIT Guwahati. So today, me and my team, we are here so to discuss one of the program that we are collaborating with NIOT, and it's all about 3D printing of coral reefs. So I'll brief you the program, what we have done and how you can take it forward. So, but it is very much highly, connected with our Environmental Day program. And when you talk about Environmental Day program, there are so many activities going all over India and across world. And to be very specific, this Environmental Day, typically we think it's limited to land and forest ecosystems. But we have realized, working with NIOT from last 3-4 years, this has to also extend to our oceans. Okay, and when you talk about ocean ecosystem, the coral reefs are very vital part of the ecosystems. And what is happening, students, these days due to pollution, climate change, these coral reefs are degrading. They are dying. And you know that coral reef as a part of our marine ecosystem is a vital ecosystem. So when they are dying, so we thought we can come up with an innovative solution that how we can provide some alternative ecosystem for our marine environment. And in this regard, we have received a project from DST in the year of 2022 to develop a 3D printed artificial reef system. And this is a digital technology where you can design your structures and print it. Typically, if you see our traditional process where we used to do something by casting, and here we are trying to achieve a very different complex structure by mimicking nature through a process called 3D printing. So what we do here, I think you will see in this video how we are generating the structures. It's a digital technology. So in this project, what we have done, we tried to bring a material innovation so that this material is stable in underwater, and also it's going to have more biomass deposition over the years. So once we developed this material, then we started working with our NIOT colleagues, and I am very thankful to Director NIOT for supporting this program, because I personally believe this joint initiative is very important because we have an engineering part and we have a biology part. So unless we combine this structure with biology, we are not able to get a maximum success from this project. So we started collaborating with NIOT in this regard, and we have developed the material. And after development the material, we printed it, and all models were printed by our startup Stratify 3D. The students are here, so they have put lot of effort in printing the structures, sending the samples to our NIOT Andaman, and 2 days back we successfully deployed these models in Andaman. And we are trying to continue monitoring so that at least we'll be able to see how this coral reef, which has 3D printed, are behaving in a marine underwater ecosystem. And I believe with further collaborations and continuous effort from NIOT, we will be able to make it forward. And hopefully the startup and all students who are over here, they may take an inspiration that how you can pursue your career in this digital technology. And of course we are highly interested to explore this technology beyond what we have done today. We have planned few more other locations where the similar technology can be deployed with much more improvements. So at the end, I am very thankful to NIOT and the colleagues, Dilip sir, Vineet sir, Dharini sir, who have really helped us to deploy it at Andaman, and the test is ongoing. So I believe once you see the video, you will get all things very clear. So with this, I conclude my remarks. I thank you all of you for attending this program, and thank you NIOT for supporting us in this program. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Beneath the ocean's surface, coral reefs form some of the most diverse and productive ecosystems on Earth. To protect these vital habitats, a new collaborative effort between the National Institute of Ocean Technology, Chennai, and the Technology Innovation Hub at IIT Guwahati. This project uses concrete 3D printing technology to develop artificial coral reefs that support marine biodiversity and help establish new underwater ecosystems. Coral reefs play a critical role in protecting coastlines from wave action and erosion while supporting an extraordinary diversity of marine life. They provide shelter, feeding grounds, and breeding habitats for numerous aquatic species. However, over the years, climate change and other environmental stressors have led to the widespread degradation and destruction of coral reefs worldwide, creating an urgent need for innovative restoration strategies. The project combines NIOT's extensive experience in marine technologies with IIT Guwahati's expertise in concrete 3D printing technology. Working together with the Stratify 3D startup team, this team designed and fabricated artificial coral reef structures. Two distinct reef geometries were selected for this initiative. The first is a growth-based design inspired by the natural morphology of brain corals, incorporating cavities suitable for marine organisms of different sizes. The second design is based on the average dimensional requirements of grouper fish, providing habitat features tailored to their ecological needs. The artificial coral reef modules were fabricated using a large-scale concrete 3D printer at IIT Guwahati. Compared with identical structures produced by conventional mold-based casting methods using the same amount of material, the 3D printed reef modules provide more than 50% additional surface area. To finalize the material system, smaller reef modules were initially fabricated and evaluated for surface coverage and structural stability. These studies helped establish the suitability of the material and manufacturing process for marine deployment. Concrete 3D printing also offers significant design flexibility. Various shapes, sizes, and geometries can be produced without dedicated molds. As a result, these reef modules are modular, scalable, and adaptable to a wide range of marine environments, from rehabilitation zones to biodiversity hotspots. A total of 54 artificial coral reef modules were fabricated at IIT Guwahati. Following fabrication, the modules underwent a 30 to 45-day curing period before being transported to the Andaman Islands. 5 deployment sites were selected for this initiative near Andaman Island: Chidia Tapu, North Bay, Neil Island, Havelock Island, and Long Island. Professional divers deployed the reef modules at depths of 10 to 15 meters, with support from local machinery, personnel, the NIOT team, and the Stratify 3D team. This collaboration between NIOT Chennai and IIT Guwahati represents an important step towards sustainable marine restoration. By combining bio-inspired design principles with precision manufacturing technologies, these artificial coral reefs offer a practical approach to addressing coral degradation. Beyond restoring marine habitats, they can strengthen coastal resilience, support biodiversity conservation, and create new opportunities for long-term ocean observation and research. Through the integration of digital technologies, scientific innovation, and environmental stewardship, this initiative demonstrates how engineering solutions can help restore and protect our oceans for future generations.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to call Dr. Ekta Kapoor, Scientist G and Head, Frontier and Futurist Technology Division of National GLP Compliance Monitor Authority through online.
Morning. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Very good morning to all distinguished guests, scientists, researchers, and stakeholders present today. I'm actually delighted to be a part of this important occasion marking deployment of India's 3D printed artificial coral reef structures at the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. I I'm really thankful to the team at NIOT who has been implementing this important project. The project has been supported by the Department of Science and Technologies, National Mission on Interdisciplinary Cyber Physical Systems. This is in short called the NMICPS. The mission has established 25 technology innovation hubs across the country in premier academic institutions, including IITs, triple ITs, IISc, and one ICER, that is ICER Pune. These technology innovation hubs have been set up as Section 8 companies, which are being set up to do four major tasks, namely technology development, entrepreneurship development, skill development, and international collaborations. The mission was initiated in 2018, and for a period of 9 years, it will be ending in 2027 December. However, the technology innovation hubs are all set to become self sustainable when the support from the government stops. This particular project actually is being supported by the Technology Innovation Hub at IIT Guwahati. The project was initiated in 2022 with the objective of developing advanced underwater technologies and sustainable solutions for marine ecosystem restoration. I'm again thankful to the team who's implementing the project, which is led by Professor Biranchi Panda at IIT Guwahati. They have made significant efforts to develop the specialized 3D printable concrete material suitable for underwater coral reef applications. Over the last 4 years, the team has successfully developed and validated a durable and environmentally compatible material system designed to support marine life and coral growth. Again, I'm quite confident that since the project has been carried out in close collaboration with NIOT, and I pay my regards to Director NIOT present here, sir, it has been really wonderful to see the progress which has been done with the under in the project, and NIOT has provided valuable support in understanding the biological requirements, the site conditions, and deployment strategies for large scale reef structures. Initial field trials, I'm told, were also conducted at Chiria Tapu, which demonstrated encouraging biological activity, including algae growth and biofilm formation on the developed material. Uh, we all understand coral reefs are important, and they are facing severe threats due to various environmental conditions. Therefore, innovative and sustainable restoration technologies are urgently needed for these coral reefs. I'm again pleased to note that IIT Guwahati team has successfully designed and fabricated to a number of 60 large scale reef modules which have been transported to Andaman and Nicobar Islands for deployment. And today, on the World Environment Day, I'm really pleased to witness another important milestone as these reef structures become part of the marine ecosystem restoration effort. I would like to congratulate the teams from IIT Guwahati as well as NIOT for their dedication and commitment. We look forward to continued monitoring of these reef systems and hope that the initiative will contribute significantly to the ecosystem generation, biodiversity enhancement, and long term coastal resilience. Once again, thank you and my best wishes to all involved in this pioneering effort. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Good morning to all. So first of all, happy World Environment Day to you all, because this day has been earmarked for the protection of the environment, and we understand the need for the protection of environment is huge, so we should act on that way for the conservation and preservation of the environment. I respected Director NIOT, Madam Pallavi Sarkar, that Chief Secretary, Secretary, Department of Fisheries, Dr. Kannan from IFS, Department of Environment and Forest, Director Fisheries, Dr. V.K. Jana, Dr. Dharani, my colleagues, Dr. Dilip from the center, and all the students and other colleagues from the ANCOST. Regarding this day, there is a good coincidence of the program which has been hosted here about the coral reef, artificial coral reef, that has been explained by Professor Birinchi Panda before you. But particularly, I will speak some of the activities of the ministry as well as the relevance of those activities with this center. So you will be glad to know the Department of Ocean Development is in the first in the world, any country declared the Department of Ocean Development is India, and it was declared in 1982 by the then Prime Minister that India will have a Department of Ocean Development. Later on, that Department of Ocean Development actually merging with some other department of the IMD and that IITM Pune, all these institutes, it emerged as a Ministry of Earth Sciences. And in the very few country also has a specialized Ministry of Earth Sciences. So this Ministry of Earth Sciences is unique in some of the aspect. So we have several mandates. We have the mandates for development of scientific and technological improvement related to the area of earth sciences. So we say that we work in the all sphere, we work in the atmosphere, we work in the hydrosphere, that is ocean, we work in the geosphere, that is the land, we work in the cryosphere, that is the polar region. So all the region, ministry has its expertise to develop at the national level to contribute for the national requirement. That's what the ministry is continuing since past. It was formed in 2006 and it is continuing that effort for the nation. So we also have significant interest for the strategic importance to the geopolitical scenarios based on our requirement for the nation. So normally it is says that he will rule the world who will rule the sea. So taking that position, it is very important for us to understand our ocean governance issue, our EEZ, our rights to the ocean. So we are continuously working on that aspect. I will explain later few of the ocean governance part to you. And this center actually is one of the very important center for the ministry. Now this center is managed by the National Institute of Ocean Technology. But in the center was actually established in 1986, almost 40 years before. That time the center name was Andaman Nicobar Center for Ocean Development. The center was for the Center for Department of Ocean Development, and this center was named as the ANCOD. Am I right? It was the name was the ANCOD. So it was the name was the ANCOD during the time of 1986. So after that, our autonomous body NIOT came, and there all the activity of NIOT was very relevant for the ocean science and technology development for islands. So that was the program of NIOT. Under that program, this center became very crucial and very critical for delivering the technology for the island. So this center came out into the picture. And with the current leadership of our director, this center emerged in a multifold activity for the different activities of the requirement for these islands. So as you know that we are contributing for, and we have a multiple fold increasing plan for this center that Sir will explain probably during his talk. So not only the present activity we are limited, so we are already having a lot of discussion, a lot of interest for further improvement of the activities of the scientific involvement of this activity of the center. and contributing more for the requirement for the island. So as you have seen that we are doing this open sea culture, cage culture. Earlier, the people who are here, they may be knowing that we are used to do the mud cup fattening program across the island. And we also do the continuous coastal water monitoring program to see the protection of the environment as well as the condition of the water quality. So many important contribution has been done. And we are very much grateful for the working in hand with that Department of Fisheries as well as the Ministry of Environment Forest, as well as this our academia from the Pondicherry University and from the different departments of these places. But rightly, as it was mentioned by Dr. Panda, that the coral is a very important part of this ecosystem. So our involvement in the coming time also has a lot more to improve the restoration of this coral system. And in the particularly, other than this activity of the center, the ministry also working in many other aspects which is very important for the national level development, particularly the all technological development related to the ocean, which is very critical in its application as well as development. And NIOT is one of the state-of-art institute in the nation as well as in the global level who are only concentrating on development of the technology which will be applicable for the ocean. And this technology is a key factor for realizing our living and non-living resources and the part of our blue economy. So other than this program, NIOT also contributing deeply in the deep ocean mission, which is also a key program for the ministry, as well as it is a very unique program in global level for understanding our open sea, not only in the surface but much deep down to the bottom of the sea. And we are developing the manned submersible very soon, that will be coming upcoming time, it will be delivered to the nation. So there are many other programs of the ministry, and ocean observation is also a very critical factor which gives the data for understanding the ocean and which is important for our security. We are also working for the polar program. So this the vast area of the ministry actually, particularly for the students, you should visit the website of all the institutes. You should visit the website of the ministry. You should get to know what kind of activity, and in future we expect that you should be contributing to our activity and you should be coming forward for developing the ocean and polar science more and more strengthened in the nationwide. So with this word, I'll finish here. I thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Now I'd like to invite Dr. S. Dinesh Kannan, CCF, IFSTOEF, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Respected Chief Guest, Chief Secretary, sir. Secretary, Fisheries Department, Director NIOT, dignitaries present on the dais, representative from Government of India, officers and officials from NIOT, and officers from Andaman and Nicobar Administration, scientists and research community from different research institutes in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, students representing from different colleges of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to every one of you. It's a great pleasure for me to join with every one of you on this World Environment Day, along with the initiatives being taken up by NIOT, which is mainly used for conservation of the marine biodiversity, which is one of the unique ecosystem in the world. First of all, I would like to appreciate NIOT and Fisheries Department to come up with the pilot scale cage system, which is a unique activity which will help to improve the livelihood opportunities for the local communities in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Department of Environment and Forest is mainly working to conserve the ecosystem, whether it may be the terrestrial ecosystem or marine ecosystem, through technical management. When the term technical means it is the input whatever we are getting from the research institutes like NIOT, ZSI, BSI and all the other research institutes in Andaman and Nicobar Island. I am glad to share that our officer in charge, Dr. Dilip Jha, is part of our research advisory council, and in every meeting he used to give his valuable input, not on a small one, on a holistic way. He never gave his input in a single one. He used to give the holistic approach for the management of the whole ecosystem. Thank you, Dr. Jha. Very recently, United Nations has given a caution about the El Nino effect. There may be a possibility of increase in temperature a lot in the coming months. The increase in temperature on the whole earth, that is not only restricted to the land area, that is 29%, but it will have a major impact on the sea, that is 71% of the area. In Andaman and Nicobar Islands, we are having some observatories being maintained by NIOT, mainly in the protected area. They are collecting the valuable information like temperature, salinity, and the speed and the moment of underwater and everything. I hope the observatory will help and will hint us how to proceed during this effect, how to overcome the El Nino effect, mainly with respect to Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Forest Department is also doing some of the artificial coral activity, coral restoration through putting some artificial coral structures in the water area. After seeing the presentation from IIT Guwahati, I felt that we are doing very preliminary activity, and it is high time for the department to have a discussion with IIT Guwahati and NIOT to upscale ourselves to improve to that level how they are doing it. So with these few words, I wish NIOT, Fisheries Department, IIT Guwahati and all other institutes whom were present over here, let us join together to conserve the marine biodiversity and as a whole the environment of the earth. Happy Environment Day to every one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to invite our beloved Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director in IT, to share a word on technology for island development.
Okay, she is little afraid. Respected dignitaries on the dais, industry partners, my dear colleagues from Delhi, from Chennai, and also in Steve Jayapuram. I call them as future of India, my dear students, and also I understand we have some media personals, and ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to all of you. I also join the other dignitaries in wishing the warm World Environmental Day celebrations. I think I'm not going to read all of this because we know the activities of NIOT. We have very strong presence in islands in general, not just only Andaman, but we also have done a lot for the Lakshadweep on the other side as well. We provide, you may be aware of the fact that we provide the only source of potable water in 9 different islands in Lakshadweep group of islands. There is absolutely no other sources for them except NIOT's low thermal temperature desalination plants. As we speak, we produce of the order of 8 to 9 lakh liter per day as we speak, actually in all of these 9 islands put together in Lakshadweep. And of course, there is also a kind of request from Andaman administration that can we also explore the possibility of extending the technology actually to Andaman. Our team has done some preliminary assessment. I believe that we should probably do some kind of a comprehensive and holistic effort. This is one side. I think we also have the deployment of HF radar that is actually there in Andaman, and we completely continuously monitor the currents, and we also have water quality being monitored all along, like Sandeep was mentioning. I think we are the only institution in this part of the country to do comprehensive environmental impact assessments, ecological impact assessments in association with other departments of Andaman administration. We have already demonstrated in Northway the open sea cage culture, and I think today we have witnessed in Chiriatapu, and I think we have one more scale. We are growing. I think Chief Secretary has already set the way forward for us, and we also have industry partners now. I think so far we have been doing between us, I mean Fisheries Department and us, but I think now we have handshaking with the third party, the industries, and we are really happy to extend this and scale it up to see that probably the mainland can draw. I think it's already making a lot of attention. You may not be aware that the maritime states referring very specifically your Andaman success, can we try it in our maritime states? I'm talking about mainland. So Andaman, in fact, is actually setting a new scale of success story in association with NIOT. This open sea cage culture as well as seaweed cage culture has already got a lot of attention. Andhra Pradesh government written to us, Odisha government, I think almost all of these maritime states, one after other, they started actually approaching us. Seaweed, I think we have done only in the demonstrative scale when I came for the first time, but I think now we do systematic training. I am really happy that our NIOT colleagues in Andaman has trained the fishermen folk spouses for 45 intensive days of training in-house. They had brought them here. They also have given some kind of a hands-on experience. This also speaks the volume of effort from our side for the women empowerment. Actually, they may earn some little pocket money out of these efforts while the fisherman is actually going out for the sea. The spouses can actually make some money out of the seaweed. We are very serious about that. Again, the audience would be aware of the fact that first time in the history, NIOT has sponsored MSc Marine Biology program, Pondicherry University in Andaman, not even in Pondicherry. Okay, so the first program is actually offered by NIOT. We sponsor 20 students every year, starting from this year. I think last year? This year. I think this year onwards, every year 20 students are going to be sponsored by NIOT exclusively to increase the capacity in the country related to the marine biology. And this has become again like a wildfire. Many universities started actually approaching us, why not us, why you wanted to invest in Andaman, why not in the mainland, and so on. Now as we speak, we are actually investing in one in Andhra Pradesh, and one in Kerala, and one in actually Gujarat. All 4 institutions are actually getting a brand new MSc Marine Biologist fully sponsored by us, including the laboratory setup and some kind of a capital investment as well. But again, as others was mentioning, we have a very huge future plan. We wanted to expand our base in this office. It has a very long legacy, even longer than the actual NIOT's existence. We taken birth in 1993, whereas this place where we stand, all of us gathered here, is from 1986 onwards. So that speaks the legacy. So we wanted to invest, we wanted to actually expand our base. We wanted to produce electricity from the the tidal currents in McPherson State and also the Humphrey State. We already have a solid plan, and we are going to implement very soon. No more demonstration. We are committed to deliver to the society directly. I think we wanted to stick to that, and it is no longer actually just only the R&D demonstration pilot scale. We already geared up to see that continuous power supply is guaranteed. It would be probably a few hundred of kilowatts, but still it is worth actually doing an effort, make best use of the marine renewable that is actually surrounding. It is abundant, aplenty around us, and we wanted to do that. And exploration of the water supply also we will be exploring very soon. I think the fish brooding stock facility that is coming up, I understand from my colleagues that it is actually first of its kind in the country. Again, it happens in Andaman, not in mainland. I'm really proud to have such kind of facility. It is coming up, nearly 15 crore investment from our ministry. And once it is ready, probably industry partners can come, join hands with us, from the juvenile to from the egg to the large scale growth, and then you make some kind of a revenue out of it. I think that's also going to be happening very soon, and we are expanding as we speak marine living resources. I think this is all the activities from NIOT, and I'm really looking forward to your continued cooperation from the Andaman administration side. And we have some existing MOU, and we would like to continue our interaction in that directions. And I wish to have the continued support also from the administration, as you always have been doing that, to expand our base in this part of the world. With that quick note, again, I wish all of you a great World Environmental Day. Thank you so much for assembling.
Thank you, sir, for your words. Now it's time to felicitate our delegates and guests. May I now request Mrs. Jagtap Kalyani Rajendran, Director Fisheries, to kindly felicitate Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, Director NIOT, with a memento and shawl. May I now request Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT, to felicitate Srimati Pallavi Sarkar, IAS Secretary Fisheries, with a memento and shawl. May I now request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to kindly felicitate Dr. S. Dinesh Kannan, CCF IFS DOEF, with a memento and shawl. I request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to kindly felicitate Mrs. Jagtap Kalyani Rajendran, DANIX Director Fisheries, with a memento and shawl. I request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to felicitate Dr. B.K. Jana, Deputy Director NIOT, with a memento and shawl. I request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to felicitate Dr. Sandeep Mukhopadhyaya, Program Director MOES, with a memento and shawl. I request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to kindly felicitate Dr. Biranji Panda, Assistant Professor IIT Guwahati, with a memento and shawl. Once again, I request Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, Project Director Ecosti, to kindly felicitate Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT, with a memento and shawl. Now I cordially invite Dr. G. Dharni, Group Director MLR NIOT, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Very good morning, Namaskaram. Distinguished dignitaries and eminent personalities on this dais and off the dais. As we come to the conclusion of this significant program organized in observation of this World Environmental Day 2026, it's my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of National Institute of Ocean Technology, Atal Center for Ocean Science and Technology for this island. On behalf of NIOT, Ministry of Earth Science, Government of India, and Director of NIOT, I am proud and it's my privilege to express my profound gratitude to the esteemed guest, Chief Guest, Dr. Chandra Bhushan Kumar, IAS Chief Secretary Andaman, for gracing this occasion in this busy time. I also extend my warm thanks to MS Pallavi Sarkar, IAS Secretary, Fisheries Andaman Nicobar Administration, for valuable support and in all our guidance in developing the blue economy of this island. I extend my warm thanks to Dr. Dinesh Kumar, IFS Chief Conservator of Forest, Wildlife Andaman Nicobar Administration, for his dedicated effort towards ecological conservation and environmental monitoring and protection. And ocean and environment is always a partner, sir. So we thank your support and everything. I also take the privilege to sincerely thank Srimati Jagtap Kalyani Rajendran, DANIC, Director of Fisheries Department, for her gracious presence and continuous support. Of course, we are all the effective team. We work together. Thank you so much, ma'am. I take this opportunity to thank my dear friend and Program Director of Ministry of Earth Science, Dr. Sandeep Kumar Mukhopadhyaya, for coming all the way. Of course, this is his birthplace, where we started our career. Thank you, Sandeep, for coming over here. And I also take this opportunity to thank our beloved Deputy Director, Dr. Besan Kumar Jana, who was one of the founder member of this institute, for gracing this occasion and also helping in all the aspects, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I extend my thanks to Dr. Biraj Panda. Of course, again, we are a team to work on this environment and development of the ocean. Thank you so much for your kind effort. On behalf of MBT, UNCOST, and entire fraternity of NIOT, I invite as well as extend my profound gratitude to beloved director, Dr. Professor Balaji Ramakrishnan, a dynamic leader, for his unwavering support, direction, encouragement, and granting approval in advance for whatever actions that we take in development of this island and towards science. So thank you so much for your kind support and guidance all the way, sir. I extend my sincere thanks to my colleague, to my friend, Dr. Dilip Kumar Jha, officer in charge, who is a dynamic person to have interactions in all front. Thank you, Dr. Dilip, for making everything happening. I also extend my sincere thanks to Department of Fisheries and the Department of Forest for helping us and for providing all necessary permissions to execute our programs. Thank you so much, sir. And a special thanks to our entrepreneur, because whatever we do as an institute, as a research institute, which is not going to scale up and which is not going to be commercialized, is not going to reach the nation. So I thank our industrial partners from Chennai and from Bangalore, who has ventured us, who had believed us to take this opportunity to into a commercial scale. Thank you so much. We wish we'll grow with you in long term. And a special thanks to the media representatives and all admins and other staffs for making this function happen. Finally, I convey my heartfelt association to all scientific and technical and administrative teams and my dear colleagues of UNCOST NIOT, whose dedicated effort, coordination, and hard work ensured a successful organization of the program. I also thank the security services, canteen, and all other parallel supportive services who have supported us to make this function as a grand success. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. I kindly request everyone to raise for Vande Mataram, followed by National Anthem.
Shall जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।
Thank you everyone for joining us today. I request the dignitaries to visit the expo followed by high tea. I request everyone to kindly join for high tea. Thank you. Have a good day.